No, it was a hell of a race, no, to be honest, hell of a race.
For Clanton, that cross marching, what a spin! Pirouette through the field, what the f? And further contact, huge contact.
And it was a lot of things happening, really tough race.
This whole weekend for us is an away game because we have two cars with high compensation weight, but also your worst competitors in the championship are on zero weight.
We know our pace and what we can do, but it's a bit difficult to see where we're going to end up because we don't know how the other ones are playing.
We came here leading with the Lynk Co Cyan Racing. Goal is to maintain the lead after this event as well.
But you need to say like you are really angry, you know.
Yeah.
It's like Gahan.
Right. I do the clapping. Yes. Here in Vallelunga last year we became the big decision not to drive because it was not safe for us. We couldn't finish the race without the tire exploding.
Oh! Look at that, that's a bulge. Gargantuan proportions.
This was the big decision, and so it was a sad moment for everybody because we always want to drive and we always want to win, but we couldn't do it here. So it was a big decision. It's an like Italian technical track. By Italian I mean that asphalt, the grip level is very high in the track. It's rough asphalt. It's such a flow track. You need to be very aggressive on the brake and then hold the speed through the corner.
这条赛道应该还是会对我们比较友好的。我相信在这些中低速弯道当中，应该也算是我们的强项吧。而且这里也没有长的直路，所以对引擎的动力输出上的要求并不高。这一站开始呢，其实我们会就是要打一个战术了，因为这一站比赛，我跟小杨会配置到这个顶重的一个 CW 的一个重量，所以这一站开始呢，其实我们的技战术基本上就是定在让这个比约克和Santi 可能他们要去尽可能的去发挥，然后我跟小杨的话，目标就是尽可能取得多积分的情况下，也要尽可能的去卸重，就是为下一站比赛来做准备。
For sure, this back-to-back will not be an easy one to handle. You know, with 40 kilo, it's really not easy. So that's why, yeah, this weekend will be difficult, and the next one will be even more difficult. We will try to save the car because at some point we need to be careful to make sure we make it to race 2. Sometimes you can try to make a move, but then you lose more than what you gain. So we are on it. We keep working with the team to try to improve the car and to make it suits a bit better with the weight, and then we see what we can achieve.
Here I am after FP1 and FP2 taking my Chinese tea because we did a promise with Mai if I win the race in Portugal I will always drink Chinese tea, so we keep doing that. So FP1 and FP2 I think it was okay. We work in the car to get the best setup for qualifying right now, which is very important. So it's a little bit unknown where the other ones are. We know our pace and what we can do, but it's a bit difficult to see where we're going to end up because we don't know how the other ones are playing. But I think it was a good pre-practice, so now we focus on qualifying and try to get the best setup and go as fast as we can, and I hope we can be the top.
Good afternoon everybody and a very warm welcome to the Kumo TCR World Tour at the TCR Italian Festival as we're about to kick off with our first qualification session. Santiago Urrutia though decides he'll have a piece of that action and goes quicker still to get the provisional front row to nearly 0.3 of a second in the goods, so that is a monster lap.
We knew we come to this weekend being a heavy car with 3 of the drivers receiving weight, so we were just aiming to be in the top 10 with them, so We went flat out with all the cars, so I mean the weight is doing what we should expect.
So Ted Bjorn now is our provisional pole sitter. He and Vervies have now completed.
Of course, I was really happy seeing Ted being on P1 until the last end, but unfortunately the Hondas were a little bit faster than us this time, so it's great seeing Ma being P10, being able to be starting in P1 for the second race. But overall, I think we're in a good position for tomorrow to score some important points, and like I said, the main thing is to have all the cars in the top 10, and we achieved that, so very happy with that.
L'Italia ti amo, stringiamoci a corte, siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia ti amo, sì! Viva l'Italia!
Good morning everybody and a very warm welcome to the next round of the Kumo TCR World Tour TCR Italian Festival. Race 1 is about to get underway here at Vallelunga. 3 lights, 4, 5, the lights go out, the racing begins and we are go at Vallelunga. Akhra get a good start from second position. Norby immediately to the inside to defend it.
It was a hard fight from the beginning. The Audi overtook me and was tight through the first couple of corners. I was in 4th position and couldn't have the speed. So the Hyundai in the front was clearly faster than us. So my focus was just to not make any mistakes, just keep going, keep going.
What's happening here? Is that Frederick Vervies going slowly? We see him dropping back a little bit as there's been a bit of drama.
And then in the end, one of the Audis had a problem, so I got the 3rd position. Sometimes you need to be lucky and get the points. And now I look forward for the second race where Ma is starting in pole position and I will do everything I can from P8.
Very warm welcome to the Kumo TCR World Tour and the TCR Italian Festival. Race 2, the final race of the weekend here. We will see the lights go on. When they're extinguished, we'll go racing again. 4 lights, 5 lights. A jump start there for Girolami, and we are go for TCR World Tour here at Vallelunga. Mebel Girolami jumping the start massively.
So that was the final race here in Vallelunga. It was a lot tougher than the first race. All of the drivers quite a lot more aggressive.
Girolami for good measure goes grass tracking. Jan Elishay now almost immediately striking to take our race lead from Ma Qinghua. Ma now covering for the fleet of Audis behind.
I was there next to him, but then I let him by in the T7 there. I tried to cover behind as much as possible, but then when Rob overtook him, it was a bit of a shuffle, and I had to go because if I wouldn't have went, I would have lost so many positions, you know.
Side him for now, but will the Lynk Co realise that he's on a hiding to nothing? Goes over the grass, keeps the foot planted. That cost Ma Qinghua a spin. Pirouette through the field. Does everybody avoid him? Yes, he does.
但是进入2号弯的时候呢，因为其实我只是想站住我的一个位置，然后在7号弯的时候再次发动进攻。没想到呢，他是在2号弯的出弯的时候，继续把我往草堆里面去推，那么导致我整台赛车等于离开了赛道。当我回来的时候呢，他对我再次进行了一个撞击。这个时候我因为轮胎上面都是草，所以根本就没有任何抓地力。 那么导致了一个 spin。
Jan Elishay crosses the line for Frederick Vervies. Mikkel Afkonen gives the position.
No, it was a hell of a race, no, to be honest, hell of a race. And maybe the main thing of this race was just surviving with the tires, you know, it's like, yeah, so difficult, so difficult.
This whole weekend for us is an away game. So you know you're going to be basically not to lose too much ground in both championships. So, and this is how it goes, and this is a bit of the charm with the championship also. You say less than 5 days, we are going out for free practice in Hungaroring. So more pressure then that we actually utilize that according to what we can achieve and really score a lot of points and fighting for wins. So that's the objective.